Hello. I have had some comments about my truck project that I did, where I converted my 92 F-250 from EFI to a carbureted engine. I picked a few of them, and I was hoping to give some answers. So number one is from Bad Wolfie. What's the approximate cost? For the parts that I used, probably $2,000 to $3,000 if you do it right. Probably less if you go and salvage things from like junkyards and stuff, but I wanted to buy all brand new parts. So you could probably get away with $2,000 or $3,000. I think I spent more because I broke some things along the way. So Jason Stanford wants to know if the return line for my fuel system is on my high pressure regulator. And would that solve the gas issue where it's coming out of my gas cap? And if you could remove the check valve. I only have the one regulator on there. It's just the one high pressure to low pressure, and then I don't know exactly how it works internally, but they have the return line coming out from that. I would still need to do something with the check valve because it helps regulate what tank the gas goes back into, and it flows back into the wrong tank for the most part. So check valve needs to be replaced, or if that is the issue. Number three, Rolling Thunder wants to know if there are any updates on the project. Yes, there are. In fact, there is no more project. I sold my truck for $5,000 so that my wife and I could move out of my parents' house where we were living and into this apartment where we are now. So I don't have the truck anymore. It's in the hands of some kid that I've never met. I sold it to his mom. They wanted it so bad they paid me an extra $1,000. So they have it now, and I hope they're taking good care of it, but I needed the money for other things. So my next project will be at some point, I don't know when, but the project no longer exists, which is why I've put off answering any of these questions. Paige Looney wants to know why I didn't just use OEM parts so that I could get them easier at the parts store. Well, honestly, I didn't think of it, and two, I liked the parts that I chose. So while you could go that route and probably save some money, I just didn't do it. So I don't really have a good answer for that one. If that's what other people want to do and save some money, good going. I went for all brand new parts, except for my carburetor. I got that refurbished, but whatever, basically brand new. The next one, Casper Hauser wants to know if I can post the intake and other parts that I used. I have a list somewhere buried in a box, in a closet, in a bin, and I don't really feel like digging it out. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you basic ideas. I used an Edelbrock intake manifold. I don't remember what exact one, but I used that. I used a Holley carburetor. I used one with vacuum secondaries, 4-barrel, 600 CFM with an electric choke. So that did pretty good. I used that Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, and that did a great job. I had another comment say I could have just got some other low pressure fuel pumps for super cheap. Maybe, but it's not the setup that I wanted, so I didn't go for it. And then I bought some other stuff, like there's the smog pump, which I took out, and I replaced it with an idler pulley. And you actually have to get a couple parts for that one. There's the bracket itself, but it has the wrong pulley on it, and so you have to get the right pulley. Altogether, it's like I want to say it's like $20 for that. And then there are lots of other parts that I used throughout the way. Lots of small parts, fuel lines, all that, blah, blah, blah. Like, just tons of stuff. You have lots of options to choose from too. I spent a lot of money on options that I had lying around that I installed that didn't like, and I changed it. So, I mean, do your research first, I guess. I just kind of changed things around as I wanted to. Tried them out first, decide what I liked and didn't like. So, and Sean Carter wants to know if the conversion did anything for horsepower. I do not know. I never took it to a dyno or anything like that, so I don't know if the numbers were actually better. I can tell you this much, that it did improve the gas mileage, and I felt like I had better power up to a certain point, but the gas mileage was way better. With the way it was set up before with the EFI, I was getting best 7 miles per gallon city. That went up to 10. And I was getting 10 miles per gallon highway. That went up to like 14. So a decent increase. I'm gonna guess that's less than what it was supposed to be brand new. The original owner of the truck said it was supposed to be getting like 16 on a highway, which, hey, I mean, that's cool, but I wasn't getting no 16 miles per gallon on the highway. But it definitely improved my gas mileage with the way I had it set up and the way I had it tuned. I didn't set it up to be a power-hungry monster or anything. I got the lower CFM carburetor so that I would have better performance at low RPM, because it's a truck. I'm wanting to haul stuff. And then also, I didn't want to have more power in the sense that it reduced my gas mileage, because at the time I was driving that truck a decent amount, and I was driving 30 miles to work every day, and bad gas mileage just wasn't feasible for something that, even with good gas mileage, was in the low teens. But those are the questions I decided to answer. And there are your answers. Have a nice day.